Welcome to Life and DNA with Amanda Renee. I'm so glad you joined me today. Let's get started. Hello, and welcome to Life and DNA with Amanda Renee. I'm Amanda. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And if you are listening on the podcast, then please try to scroll down and rate the podcast for me. I would greatly appreciate it. So today I just wanted to talk about getting back to basics. That is my goal starting next week. I have a lot going on this weekend and the rest of this week. So I just wanted to talk about getting back to basics, and then I will actually do it next week. At least that is my goal. And in a lot of areas, I need to do that. With homeschooling, I need to, buckle down. We've already been busy, and we've only accomplished, we finished 3 weeks of school, and we've already been extremely busy between just life coming up and the county fair, was a couple weeks ago, and just different things. Life is just crazy. And so I want to get back to just what we really need to focus on. And my son and I were talking about it with food and health. He's doing a health class. It's one of his sciences this year, and he's in 5th grade. And so we were talking about some healthy snack options, and I'm going to try to fill the grocery list with all of those, or at least have a good selection of those. The only downside to trying to eat healthier is, well, one, you're usually having fruits and vegetables. We had like Greek yogurt stuff on the list, things that don't last a long time, and so you have to hurry up and eat them, or they're gonna go bad. And that always seems to be what happens to me when I try to do this. I will either buy too much or buy too little. I'll buy just a little bit and everyone devours it, and then there's nothing left to eat in the house. Or I will buy it and no one eats it, and it's just a waste of money. So I need to really make sure everyone's on board with this before I actually do the grocery shopping. But I know my son is, and I am, because while I'm doing the semaglutide, I've stayed on the lowest dose possible this whole time, and I've noticed probably in the past few weeks, I'm not noticing the effects of it as much. I haven't lost any more weight in 2 or 3 weeks. I haven't lost anything. I know it's normal to kind of plateau, but I'm also not feeling full as fast. I'm glad the nausea is gone, but I used to feel full really fast. I wouldn't be able to eat very much, and that's kind of gone down. My appetite's kind of gone back up. Some of that could be the hormones I'm on, but yeah, so I need to discuss that with my doctor and figure something out. I would like to just stay on the lowest dose as possible. But part of the reason I wanted to do that was so that I could just kind of force myself to make healthier and smarter choices in what I'm eating. Now, when I first got on the shots, I tried doing that, but the effects of the shots were so much that I just kind of had to eat what I could. Almost like when I was pregnant, I just needed to make myself eat, and it didn't matter what it was. And But now that those effects are gone, I'm trying to make myself make smarter choices. So I kind of know how much I could eat when I started feeling full when I was first, on the shot for the first few months. So I'm trying to remind myself, okay, this is about all you needed and you were fine. Just stop eating, throw the rest away, give it to someone else, something like that. And then also, like I said, next week with getting the healthier snack choices, and instead of just having less of the junk food, I would like to eat, things that are healthier. And so we're going to focus on stocking the house with that kind of stuff. And I'm going to try and do better by the kids with that. And also making healthier dinners. That one's always tough for me, especially with the cost of groceries right now. It's crazy. It's depressing every time I have to get groceries. And that's just the economy we live in right now. And then when you try to eat healthy, it always feels like it costs more. I know they say you're either going to do it in Dr. Bill's or not. Well, I'm got Dr. Bill's as it is. And I've got the food. So, trying to do my best there. So I figured I will pull out all of my Trim Healthy Mama cookbooks and figure some options out. I've made several, and I know of several that my family likes. There's a few meals I make already that are from those cookbooks that they enjoy. There's also some meals that I make that aren't Trim Healthy Mama that are at least on the healthier side. They're not awful, not just total carbs. And so I'm going to try to stick to more of those meals than not, at least. And then so maybe the one or two meals we have that aren't just super healthy will not do as much damage if we're eating healthy the majority of the time. Breakfast is another one that I struggle with, mostly because of how absolutely exhausted I am in the morning. My son may help with this one because he does not mind cooking breakfast in the mornings, and so I might just get him to help me. And if we work together, maybe it won't be quite as bad and daunting to me. So I'm just going to stock up on, the cook it yourself oatmeal, not the instant junk. The kids like that sometimes, but mostly eggs and sausage links. And then I have the healthy bread. I keep it in the freezer so it lasts longer. And it's the sprouted seed bread, and so it's less carbs and not as hard on your blood sugar. So if we make that, or at least if I have that, the kids can still have regular bread, because kids' bodies are way more resilient than grown-ups' bodies until they get all their hormones and stuff going around. So yeah, we're doing that. He also talked about wanting to start working out. That's, his health book is talking about that. I've been wanting to do that. So if we work on doing it together, maybe I'll be more motivated if I know that he's looking to me to lead this thing. And so I've been wanting, of course, getting sick all the time. I can't work out when I'm sick, or it just pushes me further in the negative as far as energy and health. So I'm really, 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 really hoping that I can stay healthy for a while, and then we can start working out, doing things at least a couple times a week till we build up to do it a little more. It's starting to get a little nicer around here. I say that, and then this weekend it's going to get to like 103. But yeah, but the rest of the days are fairly decent. So maybe we can start walking together in the evenings. I know my kids love to do that, especially now that they have the puppies. They'll walk the puppies. Um, so yeah, just basics. Eating, in a basic, healthy way and not doing anything elaborate. I need to start lifting weights. The kids can do some other kind of exercise if they want, but for my age, I need to strength train and things like that a couple of times a week. So that's my main focus. It seems like there was something else I was going to say about the weight loss thing. I can't remember what it was. Imagine that. Let's see. Some of the other things, just like, while I've been sick the past couple weeks, my doctor did prescribe last week a pack of steroids. I really want to look into how those help you and why they work the way they do. But that actually really helped me. I don't feel sick anymore. And so yesterday I actually got to clean the house and had the kids do their part and things like that. But getting back into that routine of just doing the basics, I had it down before, of course, the summer happened and everything gets busy and crazy then. But, I had my routine down where certain days I did certain chores and the house just stayed clean and I stayed on top of it very easily. And it wasn't like it was yesterday where I had to rush around and do, almost everything in one day. So I want to get back to that. Yeah, it's just the little things, just keeping on top of the little everyday basic things and not letting things get so overwhelming, because I tend to get overwhelmed really easily, especially with having so much responsibility on my shoulders. It feels like so. Yeah. Now that we've with homeschooling, I had to start doing things a little different this year because I'm trying to get my son a little more independent, and our daughter's in high school, so I'm having to actually help her a little more. At least, algebra is daunting. And things like that. So I needed to be able to spread myself between the two. And so I wasn't sure how that was going to go. And now we've done it for a few weeks. So we kind of have a routine, basically. And so I think that now I'll be able to kind of add a few things in where before that was hard. I will say that if you are someone that does not homeschool, don't just suppose that your friends that do homeschool are just home sitting around doing nothing all day. Because I will tell you, I feel like I get treated by people that don't homeschool. I feel like I get treated like my schedule is just completely open, and for them to, change at their whim, or that I should be just able to drop whatever, whenever, and do what they need me to do. And it's not like that. I have a set schedule with homeschooling too, and I don't think everyone realizes that and gets that. They think we're just home with, I don't know what they think we're doing, but we have a certain time that we do school and a certain time we do other things. And so yeah, it gets annoying when people try to mess with that schedule. I do finally have things mostly down to where they happen in the afternoon if they're outside of school, so that we can get school done last year, and the end of this year, the last school year, was very hectic with because my son was in jiu-jitsu. We've put that on pause and probably just gonna have to not go back to it, at least for now, because it's been nice having our days at home to do that, to actually get school done. It was so hard because I would have certain days with between his allergy shot, and I have staff meetings on Mondays, and then he would have jiu-jitsu for an hour, and just trying to get everything done. And I would try to get all my time outside of the home done in like 1 or 2 days, and so school just didn't happen that day, and we would have to double up on another day, and that made that day hard. And so really trying to just get things calmed down, everything outside of the home in the afternoon. We have our mornings to do school, and that so far is working out nicely. I'm hoping we can keep that up. Let's see. The other thing I was going to talk about is we are getting ready for Scott Fest. I'm so excited. The kids are going with us this year, and actually we ended up, our son is under 12, and we didn't realize that he gets in free, so we had bought him a ticket. So now my father-in-law is getting to go with us, even though he's not wearing a kilt, he said, which is fine by me. But we got kilts for both the kids, and we have ours from last year, and so we're gonna all be dressed up and just check out that part of our heritage. It's always been the one that spoke the most to me. I love anything to do with Scotland. Have always been drawn to that, and so I'm super excited. They're going to get to see, I think, some hand-to-hand combat where they wear, the chainmail and stuff like that, and they do hand-to-hand combat. I think there's a forger. They're making like knives and swords and stuff there. They have the Highland Games, men's and women's, and you get to see the different competitions. The different clans are going to have booths. I'm excited to go see those. Of course, lots of vendors. Some of them making Scottish food. Food is the one thing from Scotland that I'm not a huge fan of, but some of it's okay. I'm excited to actually get to try bangers and mash this time. When I got it last time, they ran out of the stuff to actually make it legit, and all I got was baked beans with some breakfast sausage links shoved in it, which is not what bangers and mash is. So, see, there's the food, there's drinks. Oh, there's different comedians speaking at some of the tents. There's bands. I'm excited about some of the bands. There's all kinds of dancers doing, the Scottish Celtic dancing. Some of the bagpipes and drummers walk around and do that. They have a competition at some point. I'm hoping we get there early enough to see that, because we missed that last year. So yeah, all kinds of fun stuff planned there. I'm excited about that. But yeah. Oh, and don't forget, if you go to my Patreon at Life and DNA with Amanda Renee, there are the 2 book clubs going on. The High School Classics book club. My daughter and I are going through The Count of Monte Cristo, the unabridged version. I'm loving getting to read it again, and I'm enjoying getting to discuss it with her. We already have the first podcast up on that. There is a 7-day free trial if you want to check it out and see if it's something you want to sign up for. That one is just $5 a month, and we'll have 2 podcasts every month coming out where we discuss a certain number of chapters, and we'll be going through that. And then I have the Studious Wives book club. We are going through The Empowered Wife by Laura Doyle, and I am fixing to record the second video going over that. Let's see, I have already read through chapter 11, so I'm going over chapters 6 through 11 today, and then I'll put that up. And that's been interesting too. I always try to read books like that multiple times a year, different ones that I have that I know that I love, and they just kind of help me redirect and get back to trying to focus on being a good wife and what it means to be a godly wife. This one focuses less on the Christian aspect of it, but I do believe that she is a Christian. And so yeah, if you join me over there, that one is $10 a month, but you get the video. There's chat. So if you have any questions or comments, I will read them on the next video. So I hope you join me over there. And then that was all I had to talk about today. I will see you back here next week, I hope. And don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And if you're listening on the podcast, to go and rate my podcast. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. Thank you for joining me today on Life in DNA with Amanda Renee. Come back next week and I'll have a new episode. Bye.